What is up, YouTube? My name is Ash, and today I'm putting together a highlight reel of my first time playing Kerbal Space Program in about 7 years. Now, my knowledge about this game is about to become very apparent, but I am super glad that I remembered the first rule of being a content creator, and that's always hit record. So after a brief introduction to the game, I go ahead and create my first rocket, which I name Shorty, and go for launch. I may have forgotten a fair amount about the game during my hiatus, but I did remember to check the GUI to at least get a little bit of science points on this trip. I keep the experiment, throttle up, and hit space. I have to hit space again. And this flight right here is a testament to the durability of these parachutes. Because my goodness, my rocket booster absolutely singes the tether to the parachute, but it still hangs in there. And we slowly make our descent back down to carbon. Let's fast forward through me figuring out what I did wrong with the staging. I think this is the funniest staging mistake of the video. I'm all ready to take off in my catfish. I hit space and immediately decouple and recover the vessel. This is where it's set in that I was being stupid. So after 12 minutes of gameplay, I finally throttle up and get my first launch to go off without a hitch. As we climb faster and faster, I collect the temperature above Kerbin's surface. And very quickly realize that the comms devices are absolutely useless. But I don't care because they look pretty damn cool. As we finally leave Kerbin's atmosphere, I get to finally relax and claim victory over the skies. I get to enjoy success. We finally made it to orbit. I don't know, 13 minutes, world record, outer space? Possibly. But while I have a minute to enjoy the ambiance, I don't have very long because the game decides it's going to break. And Jebediah Kerman goes on the absolute ride of his life. I mean, this ship is spinning so fast the parachute isn't even connected anymore. But I finally manage to regain control of the ship as we re-enter Kerbin, deploy the parachute, and make our descent back down to Kerbin from our first successful flight. How this parachute has even survived is beyond me. The amount of centripetal force that ship must have had should have been enough to rip it piece by piece, bolt by bolt. So it was finally time to give Catfish a little bit of an upgrade. It had been on quite a few flights without any changes, so I figured it was time to update it a little bit with some of the new tech that we had unlocked. I decided to give it some landing struts, and I am beyond happy that I did, because these landing struts ended up causing one of the funniest glitches I've experienced personally in a long time. So this flight, I decided I wanted to see how far away I could get from the Space Center. And I wanted to do that horizontally. How many miles could I make the recovery crew come to get me? So I took off at about a 40-degree angle. Did my science experiments. And eagerly eyed the mountain range. This is the first time I noticed that the engine actually wiggles. And after I finish all my sciences, I decide to disconnect from the engines as they are no longer needed, deploy my parachute, and descend back down to Kerbin. Finally came to a touchdown. All safe and sound, and more importantly, alive. But not for long. Just to be goofy, I decide I want to extend the landing gear while we're already planted on the ground, and the game did not exactly like that. I don't know if it was because I was sped up, or if the game just does not like command pods moving once they have touched down. Either way, that moment made me glad I hit record. So the last rocket I'm gonna build today, I'm just gonna take the catfish rocket that I've already designed, and I'm going to add another stage to it, and I'm gonna put a hammer booster as the first stage, and that will really allow me to get up into the upper atmosphere before I even use any of my actual fuel.